Someone said to me recently, if you don't go rural, you're not serious about financial inclusion, and I agree with them. So Uganda is a perfect example. 75 to 80% of the population of Uganda is rural. If you are unable to find a service that reaches the rural population of Uganda, then you're not doing financial inclusion. And it's true of virtually all the countries in which we work. The rural population is far larger than the urban population. We have to find a way to reach them if we want to be meaningful.
Over 75% of the world's rural population is financially excluded, which means that they don't have access to tools or services that help them put money aside for savings or protect them against risks with microinsurance.
Well, DFS is about reaching the poor, and the poor are mostly in the rural areas. And rural areas, of course, are covering most of the people that were unbanked. So within the digital space, we're looking at, of course, expanding the services to the higher population, which is unbanked, and we're looking at over, say, 70 to 80% of the population methods of reaching the rural. One is through, of course, sensitization programs. Another is through drives and acquisition programs, knowledge of who the customer is.
The majority of the population of the countries that we work in are living in rural communities. As we speak right now, many of them do not have access to financial services. And the best way to give them access to financial services is to expand access points.
Il faut dire que nous sommes en milieu rural, ça fait 42 ans. Mais nous avons trouvé que l'accessibilité est un peu difficile. La densité est assez faible, c'est vrai, mais le client parcourt beaucoup de distance pour pouvoir accéder aux services. Il faut donc introduire une solution de mobile money pour permettre aux clients d'accéder facilement aux services financiers et aussi permettre leur épanouissement et leur bien-être.
I think going rural is important because of financial inclusion. Everybody has the right to access some financial services. So it has to be done through a multiple set of partnerships, through main banking streams, through MNOs.
A lot of people in rural areas without access to financial services. So we really need to focus the attention on new models and new ways of working to reach these people in rural areas.
People in rural areas do not have access to financial services. And for the financial service providers such as banks, mobile network operators, that's where the biggest future growth opportunities lie. There are a number of solutions which have been being tried by different institutions, such as by working on alternative delivery channels, by setting up agent networks, by working with mobile network operators and mobile money agents, by working with agency banking, by working with informal groups such as savings groups or village savings and loan associations, supporting rural finance institutions.
So under the MM4P, we are looking at scaling up our mobile banking platform to see how do we increase further our the access to our services to the rural, and we are looking at especially women. These are the people who are holding the households. These are people who are working hard. They are saving for their goals, and the most important goals are school fees for their children.
The MasterCard Foundation advances financial inclusion in sub-Saharan Africa. We believe technology and partnerships are going to be a critical driver of extending access to financial services to those who need it most.
We went rural because that is where most of the Nepal's population lives, and that's the place where people don't have bank accounts, or they don't see the need to have bank accounts.
Going with the digital financial services in the rural area is the most powerful thing we can ever do, particularly to promote and enhance financial inclusion and empower women in the rural areas. With regards to where most of these people live, they live in the rural areas. And so digital financial services will play a key role in including them in the financial formal system.